Alright, so in this tutorial, I'm going to be going over where taking this photograph and having them all in separate layers. For example, the table, the doggy, the carpet, and the floor, concrete floor. They will be all on separate layers. And also where you can see through the table, seeing through the table and seeing through the carpet to see what is behind it. So I'm going to close the original image. Here we are. I have here two folders. I'm going to turn on this folder, separated layers, 30% thumbnails. So this here is the original image. It's named, labeled. This here is the table plus shadows only. See, table and shadows. Well, this counts as shadows, but it has to pick up some of the carpet, so it's technically it is a shadow. This here is the doggy. I'm gonna name it doggy only. This is its shadow with the carpet pattern still on it. As you can see, the dog, the empty area has been filled in. See? As well as here, the tail, hind legs, also even part of the toes, and then the wrist, arm area, because you can see it here, here, and here, and here. Then there's the carpet, and you can see where the carpet is also is area filled in. See, it's all filled in. It does not have the shadows though. See, it has no shadows, so it's a clean plate, whereas this has the shadow that's gonna overlay on top. And finally, the floor, or the concrete floor, it's all by itself. See, so 3 different stages. And this image will be placed into Sync Sketch, and then it's going to be saved as a, I mean, you can save it as a JPEG or a PNG, but typically I save it as save as. Oh, it doesn't show it here, so not save as. File, save a copy, Alt Control S. You click in here, PNG, and then you put down the standardized naming convention that that is on D2L, and then I'm gonna close that. This says here, this folder, I hid the visibility for the separated layers 30% thumbnail. Now I just have the separated layers folder open, and these are the original sizes. Backplate, carpet only, generative fill, let me name it doggy only, and table and shadows only. Yep. And afterwards, these would probably have to be, I mean, for sure, they have to be converted to smart object. Right click, smart object, right click, smart object, right click, smart object. Like that. So that's the basis of everything here. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And I'm gonna go File, Open. There you go. So I'm gonna start fresh. I'm gonna just unlock it. There's a little lock icon. I'm gonna select the image. I'm just gonna name it original. I'm gonna press W for the wand tool, W for the wand, which is up here. I'm gonna click on it and hold for a second. I'm gonna choose the object selection tool. And let's see. Well, okay, so it wants to grab this. Nice. But it left behind some important things, like the shadows, like this shadow. It also grabbed onto things that it shouldn't grab onto, like this. And I also forgot to grab this last part of its toes. So now I need to shift gears and use a different wand tool, because there's 3 wand tools in here. So if I left click and hold again, this time I'm going to choose a quick selection tool. Previously it was the object selection tool. Now I'm going to choose the quick selection tool. And this is all okay, I guess. I'm going to zoom in. And I like to make my cursor kind of small in comparison to how far I zoom in, because this tool can be a little fickle, meaning the quick selection tool. I'm going to click like that. See, it'll leave behind small little smidges. These you have to be careful, because those are those parts that it forgets to grab, and they make issues later, like noticeable issues. See, it did that. If I hold, see, it picked up this extra little chunk. I don't want it, so I hold down Alt. There. I don't want this thing. There. Zoom out. And it looks like I could tease and grab some of these. Oh, I don't want to grab that. Hold Alt, deselect. Maybe some of this. Something like that. Yeah. Down here, I'm just gonna. Okay, so I got a little bit more. Hold Alt to deselect. There. This, I want some of this. I'm just clicking, picking up the little stray. Just being patient. Some little strands. Anything that looks obviously that I could pick up. Here, the contact shadow here. There, see? See? That's why it could be a little bit fickle. You just gotta be patient and just, you know, go down to the pixel level and click at the outer bounds, like around here. I don't click on the outside because it'll pick up everything and anything. There you go. Pick up the strays. Zoom in. It helps to zoom in. It gets more precision. See, I picked up this extra chunk by accident. I'm just gonna go Control Z. There. So yeah, I zoom in and grab. Looks like it picked this up. Did it pick this up? I'm not sure. There. See, it's on this contact shadow. These are super important. When I don't pick up the contact shadow, it just feels just kind of off. I picked up more here by accident. Control Z. There you go. Zoom in. Okay, so I picked up that. It picked up a little bit more, but it looks okay. This area, just kind of patiently click around, making sure nothing crazy happened, because it could pick up something else. See? See, now I picked up too much. Undo, zoom in. See, now it's being stubborn with me right now. So it looks like this is a maximum of pickup. These hairs? No. Well, they picked up some of that too. Alright, so that looks like enough. This here I don't want. What about this? I'm gonna hold Alt. I'm gonna click right outside. I'm gonna hold Alt and just kind of drag. See? Nice, nice. It was smart enough to know what to do. Hold Alt and just kind of drag. Left click and drag. There. Nice, nice. That's holding Alt. Alright, not bad. Zoom in. This time I'm gonna let go of Alt. Just click. Click. I'm gonna make my brush smaller, clicking on the left bracket, which is next to the letter P, as in Peter, key. There. Smaller brush. Now to deselect some of this, I'm gonna go press L for lasso here, click into it, hold it, this one. I wanna deselect this, so I'm gonna hold Alt, kinda click outside, wrap it around, click outside, wrap it around. Here, I'm gonna hold Shift, come back around like that. I don't want some of this. Hold Alt, come back around, holding Alt, like that. Zoom out. This part, holding Alt. Just kind of doing this and kind of fidgeting my way around, trying to make it look natural. I'll leave it like that. Kind of patiently looking. Hold Shift, pick up some of this. Looks like shadows. Anything that looks like important shadows. Then hold Shift, or a chunk of hair that I might have missed. Right here, see? And here. So this one, I'm just gonna zoom in real close. Hold Shift. Kind of just mimicking the haphazard shadow, how it's looking like. Go around, come back and close the loop like that. Here, hold Shift, start from here. And then I'm gonna go like this. And just do a partial close. Because I don't want to lose my grip or my selection. Hold Shift. I'm gonna wrap around again. Come back around. I'm selecting a piecemeal at a time, holding Shift. I get a nice line. Holding shift. This is possible only because I zoomed in closely. You have to zoom in closely. If you try to do it from like way out here, it's gonna be like super uncontrollable and just not worth doing it at all if not zoomed in. This area, but before that, I'm gonna switch gears, press W, and then here for the wand tool, I'm still gonna use the quick selection tool, not the object quick selection. This time I don't need to press Alt or Shift, none of that. It's already set to an additive selection brush, so I'm gonna just click around here like this. Nice. And I'm just clicking and dragging. Click and drag. Nice. Wait. Damn it. Undo. Click. Just tap it maybe. If I tap it, I can trick it into not grabbing anything, and there you go. That was random, but it did its job well. It can be random like that. Click here. Click and just drag. Nice. Click and drag. You have to be patient with it and get up close to it and just tap. Make the brush smaller too. Nice. Just tap and drag. Zoom out. Drag. Click and drag. Click. Good. Alright, that looks like everything. Nice. Alright, so I grabbed the dog, everything around, contact shadows, make sure, double check. I don't need this here. I don't need that, whatever that is. And that's it. Right, then select and mask. Now it picks up only the doggy. From here, I'm gonna look in here. I'm gonna give it a feather of 1. Click on the magnifying glass icon here. Click once. Click on the hand tool. Looking at these edges, maybe feather at 2. 2 seems to be just about right. So that's a bit of that blur. Okay, I think I like that. I'm gonna go new layer with layer mask. And then make sure transparency is at 100. If you don't see the onion skin, you click in here. Make sure you press O for onion skin. I think that's about it for this. Then I'm gonna go new layer mask. Okay, there. Zoom out. Holding Alt and mouse scroll to zoom out. Space bar and left click and drag to pan. This I'm gonna name it immediately doggy only. Alright, so we got the doggy. Next, before I do anything else, I want to try to see if I can fill in this area. Here, here, a little bit of here, and a little bit of here. So what I'm going to do is, this doggy only, I'm going to drag and make it drop here. Makes a copy. This, I'm going to just hide it and put a lock on it so I don't screw this up by accident. This here, it has a doggy only, and this is the layer mask. Well, in order for the generative fill to fill in this area here and here and here, this layer mask have to be baked in or finalized. Right click on it, so you select it, the layer mask, right click, apply layer mask. See, now it's embedded completely. Then I'm gonna click L for lasso, that one. I'm gonna zoom in. I'm gonna start from here, and I'm just gonna imagine how this line or the body part's gonna connect. I'm gonna go around to here and then kind of loop around like this much. Only partial piecemeal selection. Alt mouse scroll to zoom in and out, space bar to pan. Then I'll hold shift and just continue. And then here, come back around, loop around like that. I captured around this much more. My assumption is that the generative AI, it will read whatever it has lassoed onto to generate, and also probably what's around the surrounding area as well. And then this part, hold shift, so I see the leg going like this. This is the carpet, and I see this still with the fur. So I'm gonna go starting from here, holding shift for additive selection, lasso. Close the loop, close the loop. So that's holding shift. This part, I'm gonna hold alt to kind of deselect that in case it wants to create something else or adding more on top of the original fur. Then this tail, hold shift, and I'm gonna just imagine how the tail around like that. So I'm gonna just imagine some squiggly lines for the tail, go around like that. So I got this and this. This, I'm gonna still hold shift to get more of the selection. So I hold shift. I'm gonna just imagine Paul something like that. You'll see the difference afterwards. Like the generative fill will give you clues if you need to add more. Here, hold shift, so following this shit. What is this? What the hell is this? It's like almost like I erased it. Whatever, man. Hold shift, get in close, Shift